Hey, what's up, everybody? We got ourselves another bat review for you guys, and this time I'm going to present the bat at the beginning. I'm going to talk about the bat a little bit before we get out to the field and start swinging. What we have here is the new USSSA 240 Onyx Matrix. This features a 13-inch barrel. These have the same rubber connection piece, the special joint rubber connection piece that they had like on some of their previous bats from last year. As far as you know, as far as you of all guys are aware, that Onyx usually makes a thicker grip than most, but the one thing you'll always see on their grips is it comes kind of tapered already, so you don't really have to put a knob cuff on. Your fingers kind of fit more natural there for you guys that like to drop your fingers down and stuff. And you could always take the grip off if you want to thin it out, but these grips tend to they kind of last. I had all mine last year and I never had one go bad, and I'm a guy who uses the rubber grip. But these come in sizes from 25 ounces all the way up to 28. So you get like a 25, 26, 27, and 28. But they also made two sizes in a 25.5 and a 26.5. Like I said, this is the new 240 stamp. They test well over 300 doing the wrapper. So we're going to go out to the field and let you guys take a look at how they perform.
We got some
Okay, guys, I'm back. You get to hear me talk again, but let's go over the scale weights real quick. So I did get a 26 ounce and I got a 26.5. The 26 scaled in at 25.3 ounces. The end load came in at 17.8 and the handle at 9 even. The 26.5 came in at 25.7. The end load at 18.3 and the handle at 8.8. So there's not a huge difference there. The bat that was supposed to be heavier was, so it was nothing special, nothing out of the ordinary. We did test both these bats, and both bats basically came in around 335 doing the wrapper. I did get more swings on the 26 than I did say the 26.5. We've probably got around 250 swings on the 26 compared to the 26.5 that I only got around 150 swings on. We're hitting quite a bit of mix of balls here. We're hitting mostly Pro M's, Classic M's, and some Icons. And there are a few stadium balls in there somewhere. But and it was a warm day, so we were hitting kind of in the mid 80s. But it was super humid. So, man, yeah, we went out to the field, and you kind of did notice a little bit of a difference between the two bats. In my opinion, the 26 ounce kind of seemed like it had a stiffer handle. They both had the special joint connection, but the 26 didn't seem to flex as much, and it could have been with the more end load in the 26.5 that maybe we noticed it. But the one thing we did notice was that 26, you could tell a difference in hitting. It just seemed like it broke in faster. So after we got done hitting, I tested both the bats, and the 26 dropped down quite a bit. It dropped down to almost 240, whereas the 26.5, it still hovered around 300. So when I talked to Onyx, they kind of basically, when I talked to them first, they said, hey, these bats are stiff, so it's going to take a while to break these in. And that's what kind of surprised me, because they kind of told me, hey, man, these things are stiff, and you're going to have to put some licks on them to get them going. And for that 26 to break down as fast as it did, I was really surprised by that. And so I reached back out to Onyx and asked him about it, and he said that's not typical. He said because they're normally, he sent a bunch of bats out to a bat provided tournament, and all the bats still were testing like just below 300. I think he had one test around the 270 range or something. But they kind of they held their compression. You're definitely going to have to put some licks on these things to get them going, but I think the 26 ounce is not typical of these bats. So these are going to be a solid 240 bat. The guys liked them. I don't know if the flex and the handle on the heavier one maybe it did kind of bother the guys a little bit, but not too much. But I think more so it wasn't so much the flex and the handle as the fact that it didn't break down as fast as the 26. So I'm gonna let you hear what the guys thought of it. Chase said, hey, he basically thought the one that had a flex handle, it didn't break down fast enough, and he said it didn't open up as much as the 26, which is like I said, I don't really feel like it was that much flex in the handle myself as much as it was. I kind of pointed it out to the guys. I was thinking maybe that's what's the difference, and I kind of put that in their head, and that's my fault. But the barrel just didn't break down quite nowhere near as the 26 did. Ben, he said he liked both of them. He said he preferred the stiffer handle. He said, but he loved both bats. You know, Ben loves the thicker grip they have. He says the weights were perfect, and he even liked the paint job. He thought the paint job was pretty cool. As far as Aaron, he said the heavy one he liked it. The heavier one he liked, but he preferred the 26. And that's kind of like what's going to be typical with all these guys. You know, their feedback on this bat because it broke in faster. He said he really liked the design on the bat. And as far as Chad, he said he preferred the lighter one. He said, you know, he doesn't like the flex in the handle. And like I told you guys, I don't necessarily know if there was more flex in the handle, in my opinion, because they're both the same bat. And I messed around with them trying to see if one had more flex than the other, and I couldn't tell the difference.
Nice
I stepped on it, messed around with it. It was just the barrel did not break down like the other one did. And when you have a softer barrel, it just makes you feel things different than on a bat, in my opinion. But he said he loved the swing, and he thought it had great pop, and you know, like everybody loved the design of the bat. So what happened with the 26, it almost kind of felt like a Modellist bat. It felt just like that to me, in my opinion. But these were fun. I mean, these were fun to hit. Like I said, but I think if you pick one up, you're going to get the one that's going to hold compression more. So keep that in mind. They're not going to break down. You know, they're not going to drop all the way down to 240 like the one we had.
I don't know what it is, but it keeps coming in.
Keep in mind, they're going to hold their compression. If you get tested, this will be a great bat to pick up, and you're going to have to put some licks on these things, because it seems like they're going to last, and they're tanks. So, hey, take a look at them, guys, and you get these over at Elite Sports or Onyx Softball. I even think there's some over to Paul over at Elite Sports Empire has them also. But I guess that's it, guys. Until next time, keep hitting it, and hey, please subscribe if you haven't, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm like losing it so bad in the lights right now.
You should see his messages. He just doesn't see it. Like, he's oblivious.
No, he knows.
Damn it, Cook. You hitting it, motherfucker. You hitting it.
It's going.
Ah! That shit's going.
No, I didn't go. I topped it.
Damn.